right. Edwards, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, good. We're not the only one having audio difficulties. CWF had some too, but we'll get to those, I'm sure. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the unofficial CWF Worldwide After Show for the May the 17th edition. I am Joe White. We also have Hollywood Jeff Edwards. Say what's up, Jeff.
What's up, Jeff?
What's up, Jeff? That's right. So this, we have hashtag Battle Bowl, hashtag CWF After Show 1650. That'd be nice if we can get that to trend, wouldn't it? And then we also have hashtag Tornado versus White Mike, because that's the match I want to see at Battlecade. But I don't think we'll get it. Jeff, how are we? It's been a week since me and you really did a show together.
It's been a week. I'm doing all right. It was a long day today, but I'm happy to see some good wrestling and talk to you tonight.
Dude, my day has been freaking horrible too, man. Thank God CWF was there to save the day.
Yes.
Because I tell you, I had 2 meetings today at work, and they were long and drawn out, and I was like, man, I just want to watch wrestling. That's all I want to do is just sit on my fat ass and watch wrestling.
I'll tell you what, after Monday night and Tuesday night, I just wanted some good wrestling.
Yeah, and we got good wrestling here.
Yes, we did.
CWF Worldwide, CWF Mid-Atlantic Worldwide Episode 105, entitled Battle Bowl Finals. I've learned that Battle Bowl is now 2 words. I've always thought it was just 1 word, but apparently they spell it as 2 words. Kicking off the show this week was a match that was, well, before we get to tonight's card, I have a couple things I want to address.
Okay.
And I sent you the link to this last night. It's these Lords of Pain guys. Kind of listened to what their segment was on CWF, and I gotta hand it to them. Outside of a couple things, did a good job covering it for somebody who had just watched it for the first time. And they each picked 5. They each picked 5 matches that really stood out, for the first of the year. I thought it was pretty good by them. They pronounced half the guy's names wrong, and they pronounced Chet Sterling. One of the guys kept calling Chet Sterling Shit Sterling. Other than that, though, I mean, I'm not gonna be opposed to somebody finding out about CWF for the first time. The more that name gets out there and the more the brand gets out there, the better off we are, I guess. And of course they mentioned the Hardy Boys having their match back in January. Said that, and the co-host said that was his least favorite match, which I was surprised about. But anyway, I don't know if did you listen to that at all?
No, I just listened to it quickly just to hear it.
Just to hear the audio quality.
Hear the quality. Yeah.
They did put over the fans, and they did not know who the Kernodle brothers were, surprisingly. Like, to me, maybe that's just a Mid-Atlantic thing, but the Kernodle brothers, I believe, Iron Sheik mentioned Don Kernodle in his damn Hall of Fame speech for WWE. So they are out there.
White, even up here in PA, I've heard of the
Kernodle brothers.
Come on.
Anyway, I just don't see how you could call yourself fans of wrestling and not know the business.
Right.
Anyway, Jeff, I'll let you start off here. I want to see what your thoughts were on our opening match here. We had we had a couple things before the match. We had more CL party, baby.
Yeah, it's a good way to kick off a show. Always.
That's right, man. It's always a party when you have CL on your screen. Let me tell you.
That's right. I like that. That was good, White. I see what you did there.
Yeah. In that dress is again. It's older footage, but anytime we get to see CL in that dress, it's a party. And
what'd you say last week? Hug a giraffe?
I want to hug it makes me just want to hug a giraffe.
Hug a giraffe. That's it.
Just reach out and hug a giraffe right around the neck. Neck of the giraffe. Anyway, I'm getting myself into trouble here.
Yeah, you will eventually, White.
Yep. So we have Roy Wilkins and Eric Royal coming out, and Richards comes out there, talks about how they're running their mouth and. They were talking about basically the heels were talking about how they got screwed over in the Kernodle Cup, which I'm glad to see that they carried this over and made that Kernodle Cup match mean something. Richards comes out and goes, you know what? I like how he goes, he used to be a scumbag. So this says a lot coming from me, referencing his heel character. Something tells me, man, I've always said about Nick Richards, if you go back and watch some of the older stuff when they had that Riot faction going on with Lee Valiant, Nick Richards, and Eric Andrews, I love me some heel Nick Richards, man. I just, there's something about him when he's a heel. He cuts his promos better, his facial expressions better, and to me, his overall work in the ring is better when he's a heel. But we got a heel reference, and he cut a promo on Lee saying, I got more to deal with than you two. Trevor Lee's going to have more to deal with than you two, which we'll get to later because we do have some CWF spoilers I want to discuss with you there, Edwards, if you're up for it.
Okay.
But Cecil Scott stands up and, Stutt stands up, tells Richards he will have to leave once Battle Bowl starts because he's not in a match. Cecil Scott gives up his spot in Battle Bowl to Nick Richards. What did you think about this segment overall?
I thought it was good. I'm starting to see, and we can revisit this later in the show here, but I'm starting to see what you're seeing in Nick Richards, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And going back to your heel comment, even a lot of the veteran guys will tell you that it was easier to play a heel than a face.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Always. I mean, it's easy. It's always easy to get the fans to hate you.
To get the boo, yeah. It's easier to get the boo than get the cheer.
Yeah, I don't know. I like him better as a heel. To me, he fits better as a heel. There's just some people that,
Mm-hmm.
To me, he should be a heel. He's got that heel look about him, I think, I mean, hell, when he was a baby or a heel, he was wrestling in cut off jean shorts and stuff. So sometimes,
right.
he looked the part. But anyway, that leads us into, after Cecil Scott gives up his spot, that leads us into Priscilla Kelly of the Carnies versus, I guess they're calling her the She-Beast? Sis?
She-Beast, yes, I caught that.
And this was a VIP-only match, meaning that if you purchase VIP-only tickets, they let you in early to view these few matches here, what we're seeing now. So this was kind of like an empty arena match, I guess you could say.
I was going to ask you, why the hell was it so dead for this match?
They don't sell a lot of VIP tickets, man. They're expensive.
Okay.
So I want to know what your thoughts are of Priscilla Kelly versus Sis.
Well, as I stare on Google Images at various pictures of Priscilla Kelly,
Oof.
my new obsession, I don't know. Dear Lord. Here's one. Here's a good one here. She's in a little Misfits shirt. Oh my God, this girl. All right, what are we talking about? Wrestling.
Wrestling, yes, sir.
Sis, again. Dude, she's awesome. I love me some Sis.
One thing I caught here was Priscilla Kelly early busting out the Trevor Lee kick from the apron spot, and she did it really well.
Yeah, she did. First thing listen, it was really hard for me to concentrate on this match because, my God, this girl is unbelievably hot. But anyway, I know she's like 19, so I don't want to say too much. But anyway,
I don't think she's 19.
I think she is.
Remember,
according
Jeff,
to the Googles, yeah.
You don't care about the hoe. You just want your robe back.
I just want the robe back. That's all. No, Sis, again, puts on a good show. I think, I could be wrong. According to Wiki, Priscilla Kelly is 19 years old.
Ooh.
And apparently she's on
legal?
the Gypsy reality show. Do you remember that on TLC?
No, I don't.
Some kind of my
fat
gypsy wedding. Yeah, whatever it's called. Yeah. So I'm going to assume that she might be just wrestling for a little bit of time here. And it showed, to be honest, because we talked about that last week and the week before about Sis and how good she is. I would imagine it would be hard to hang with her.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It's hard
she's
for even some
really
of the guys.
damn good, man.
It's even hard for some of the guys to hang with her. And I put down here, Sis talking into the camera how she still doesn't like girls. And I put down here, Sis wrestles with men better than she wrestles with women.
Maybe she's a little too good.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's the only. That's not even really a negative to talk about. But it just seemed like Sis just out talented Priscilla a little bit. But it was a good, strong opening match. For obvious reasons with Priscilla and Sis, of course. So.
want to mention at 1650 PWAM is where you can follow the network here on Twitter. You'll be the first to know when shows drop and when shows get put up. In fact, we just had a brand new Blading for Truth go up today, a couple hours before the show. Sorry, Jeff, I was at work and couldn't really get to it earlier.
No problem.
And you can follow Jeff on Twitter at Blading for Truth. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at Joe Pillow to Post. Feel free to jump into the YouTube chat room tonight and chat with us. We had a really big turnout in the chat room last week. Would love to see you again this week. And thank you to CL Party and Grant Sawyer and everybody else involved with CWF Mid-Atlantic for giving us a retweet. I believe we are the only ones. They're often, imitators.
Often imitators. Yeah.
Often imitators out there. The Lords of Pain do a show and 2 other people do a show about CWF, but it never, ever comes to you live like we do right here on 1650 PWAM. Sis, they need to let Sis start cutting promos. It's about...
I agree.
She's starting to talk more. Her reaction in the camera's good. When she speaks into the camera, it's really fucking good. I mean, she is all around... and people are going to be like, well, she's not your typical diva. She's not your typical women's wrestler. Here's the thing. I don't want to see her shed a fucking pound because she just looks awesome.
No. Yeah, don't touch her, man. I love her, man. She's a monster. She's a beast. I love it.
I believe it was that chick flick, Bridget Jones's Diary. I like her just the way she is.
Right,
So
exactly.
There you go. I mean, just put a fucking microphone in front of her, please. I'm begging you. And it doesn't even matter the circumstance. You can, I just want to hear her kind of promo for once and just see how she does with a mic.
From my newbie perspective here, 3 weeks in, I already know she can work. I'm in love with watching her move around the ring, and like I said, deliver that with all her moves with passion. And I want to get to know her more now. Yeah. I want to hear her on the mic, get to know that character.
They've even made reference last week of how she's becoming more human. How better than to hammer that home than to put a microphone and actually let her speak? Because there was a time where Sis didn't talk. Sis never said a freaking word. She growled, and that was about it. So if you want to have the roles reversed between her and him, Michael McAllister, then you put a mic in her hand. And you show what she could do, because I could be wrong. It could be one of those situations of she talks good and then they put the mic in her hand and oh Lord, but I got faith in her. She's got the best German in the business right now. Why not have the best promo in the business?
Another nice German tonight. To say
and
the
they
least.
Actually referenced the German. Cecil Scott did so. We move on to Cyrus, or X-Cyrus, excuse me. That's how you say it. It's X-Cyrus versus AJ Gray. This is from Night 2 of the Coronado Cup. It was another VIP match. They were actually letting fans in about halfway when this match was going on. You can actually see me in the background, my fat ass, in my Too Sweet Me shirt, by the way, Jeff, taking my seat there. So,
maybe that's why I didn't notice you. I looked for you a little bit, and I didn't think to look for a Too Sweet shirt.
Yep, I either wear that one or it's usually the Darth Vader heel shirt. More often than not, it's a wrestling shirt that I'm wearing to these events. Okay. X-Cyrus comes out asking for a title shot. You notice the people coming in. AJ Gray. This guy has chops, as they say in Hollywood. You would know that. He has chops, man. He's got potential. I want to see a little bit more of him.
I think they both. I want to see more of both of them. Actually, this match kind of reminded me of like an ROH. What do they call that gimmick with the tournament that they have? Top Prospect tournament. If this match would have been on ROH's Top Prospect tournament on ROH TV, I would have believed it. If you would have told me that this was a Top Prospect tournament match, I thought it was really good, and I'd like to see more of the both of them.
X-Cyrus has been in CWF for a while, former champion. They haven't been doing too much with them lately, and I even wrote down here, once we get to the end of this, X-Cyrus needs to go out of limbo. He's kind of been stuck in limbo, not doing too much in the promotion. And I know that, yes, some of these workers have shoot jobs and they're not available every weekend, But damn it, they need to do something with him. I think it's so much lost potential there in him, and I know that they have so much potential overall in this promotion. And there's only so much you can do with one weekend or 2 weekends a month and an hour we're on YouTube. But
yeah, exactly.
Cyrus is one of the regulars there, or ex-Cyrus, and they need to do something with him. I put here, Cecil Scott got me tonight, man. I don't know if you caught it.
I saw the tweet. Go ahead and explain.
I don't know if you caught it. And they were talking about ex-Cyrus's length versus AJ Gray's girth. And Cecil, you could if you weren't listening for it, you got to go back and listen. They mentioning length versus girth, and all of a sudden Cecil goes, "Which do you prefer?" I was like, did he just? Yeah, he went there. He did. At the same time, I'm chatting and going to war with somebody on Twitter about Human Tornado possibly coming down to a PG audience. We get a damn length versus girth comment from Cecil Scott. I put here, great Sky Twister press, which I can't remember the last time I heard that call. Good call, Cecil. From AJ Gray. Gray looks good. I would have liked to see, I want to see these two go at it again, to be honest with you, with a full building. Stick them on a main card and see what happens. With the fans coming in and everything like that. I caught the match about maybe like right after it started live, so it was one of those things where I was still getting adjusted, sitting in my seat, getting my Dr. Pepper open, making sure my son was okay. Mm-hmm. So I really didn't catch much of it live. On YouTube, they both looked really good. AJ Gray has a lot of freaking potential, man. Jeff, your overall thoughts on this?
I basically agree with everything you said, including the Dr. Pepper. I'm a big fan.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, man, this Cyrus kind of, I don't want to overstate this. And if I compare it, it's going to be an overstatement, but he has like a DDP quality to him.
Yeah.
A little bit.
He does.
Can you see that?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. All right. And, like I said, going back to the ROH thing, like if this would have been on one of their shows, I think their crowd would have popped for this match.
Yeah, honestly, I think if it was like an early, like dark match at ROH taping,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, this is very much an ROH style match. AJ Gray, this is the first time I saw AJ Gray, and I think he runs their RGL shows, or he may have been there before. I'm not really too sure on it, but I like AJ Gray. I want to see more AJ Gray. Hell, I want to see more. I want to see these two go at it again, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it. AJ Gray, a little bit ACH-ish.
Yeah.
Like a poor man's ACH kind of maybe, but more grounded. Let me think of how I could say this. Not as flippy.
Yeah.
More grounded, I'm going to say.
Not as flippy, even though he does a Sky Twister press match.
Yeah, dude, it was nice, though.
It was good.
You got to give it to him.
It looked good.
That's what I like about watching this, Joe. I'm getting exposed to guys that I've never seen before.
And
I don't really have anything bad to say about any of them. It's amazing.
We had a commercial that nobody fucking cares about. I'm going to skip it.
Except for AC.
Nobody gives a fuck about these two guys promoting their t-shirt store. Too Sweet Me. Anyway.
As you have the Too Sweet shirt on, right?
I did not get that as a choice. You know that. I got it as part of a wrestle crate, okay? Along with a Eat, Sleep, Super Kick, Party, Repeat koozie that I've never used. It's still sitting in the drawer upstairs in the kitchen. Anyway.
Maybe we can give that away as a 1650 giveaway.
What, the koozie?
Sure, why not?
AJ Gray had Vancouver Grizzly jersey, so he's clearly better than ACH. Oh, there you go.
Ah, I like it.
There you go. Little hockey reference there, I take it. Or is that a Canadian Football League reference? I don't know.
What was the team?
Vancouver Grizzlies.
Is that NBA, White?
Maybe NBA. I don't know. I don't follow basketball.
Come on, White.
I don't follow sports all that much anyway, except for wrestling.
I know you don't.
Playoff hockey. I only follow hockey during the playoffs because that's when it really matters anyway. Unless you're the Washington Capitals. Anyway.
Yeah, they're always the champions of the regular season.
NBA,
no, that's
NBA, Pre-Memphis. Okay. I don't know. I don't watch basketball. Eric Andrews and Mike Patrick and Lee O'Brien, who are the Dirty Blondes, and Dave Dawson, they came out for a match with, I had it written down here. Do you have it written down?
I do.
Go ahead.
Nick Richards, Ace Perry, Mitch Connor, and Slade Porter.
Yeah. Perry and Porter are a tag team together. They travel a lot. And more handsome Mitch and Nick Richards. Whenever you can see, Nick Richards on the old YouTube, it's awesome. Little blooper here, and they actually showed it. I'll go to you first on this match. Go ahead. Give your thoughts on this.
All right. There's a few things here that I wanted to hit.
Uh-oh. Doesn't sound good, guys.
Nick Richards comes out, knocks over the CWF logo sign. All right. And it was a good save by Slade Porter. He picks it up and carries it down to the ring. I thought, that's a pretty good ad lib right there.
It was. And it was even better live because, Nick Richards just bolts out and knocks the fucking sign down. And the whole crowd is just laughing at Richards.
Dirty Blondes.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about a throwback.
Yeah.
White, seeing these guys just made me smile.
I mean, their ring gear.
It's a throwback, man. It's the stuff being in the North as a kid. I had to read magazines to see teams that look like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And so that was refreshing. But the match itself, and this is where the bad news comes in for me. I don't know if you agree or disagree, but I think they were off to a good start. And then I guess about halfway through, it kind of got really clunky.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
And my question to you, because I'm so unfamiliar with this, is, are these 8 guys just matched up, don't have experience with each other? Like, what happened here?
Here it is. This happened on night 2. And I guess it was to give exposure to the fans who, like myself, did not attend night 1. The Dirty Blondes had been eliminated from the tournament. Porter and... help me out here, damn it. Perry were eliminated from the tournament the night before. So it gave, and I guess Nick and Mitch were eliminated from the night before, and I'm guessing the Dawsons were eliminated too. So it gave a chance, ROH is famous for doing this shit. Everybody from night 1 gave everybody a chance to stick around and get some exposure on night 2 to fans who did not show up on night 1. If you're watching on YouTube like we are, you already know everybody from watching the Kronodal tournament. I mean, well, you don't because you just picked it up. But
Right.
I mean, it's a chance to get everybody some work in for night 2, have a match. My problem with this live was that we were already getting tag teamed to death. The last thing I wanted to see was an 8-man tag that night. Because the night was based around tag team matches. In fact, I think the only single match on the card that night was Chip Lee. I did it again.
Chip Lee, yep.
Chip Lee and Trevor Day. There you go, boys. Trevor Lee and Chip Day. So it did, kind of, I put here Connor can sell, Mitch Connor.
Yeah.
Sell his ass off, man. He's awesome at selling. Stutz coming through with the stats, kind of explaining these two teams was awesome. Stutz's commentary on this match, brilliant. I love the commentary here.
He's good. He's good, man.
What else did you have here?
That was about it. I just really wanted to hone in on that. So for me, I took it like, the match was kind of breaking down. There was a little, I don't want to say slop, but viewing it as a fan, which is what I am, it kind of looked sloppy in spots. So yeah, I mean, if it's kind of like a throw together for the night 2 to get the guys on, bad part is it showed what it was. It was kind of thrown together. But the good news is it exposed me to some more guys. So Dirty Blondes, check. I like the look of them. I want to see them, work a tag match just alone. I want to see it. And I think Ace Perry might have something. He reminds me of the little, the classic little, tag team specialist type guy from back in the day.
I like Perry and Porter as a tag team. Slade Porter, I want to say, had a singles match when they were doing qualifications for that 6-man 6-pack challenge a while back. So I had already seen Slade Porter. I like Slade Porter. I like seeing Slade Porter and Perry as a tag team. the Dawsons. I love me some Dave Dawson, and the Dawson brothers themselves, which you'll get to see them on upcoming episodes. The Dawsons are kind of like that little fucking, like that gnat flying around your face in the summer that just won't go away. You swat it away, and then it just keeps coming back. They're very good as a tag team. We'll get into them here in a minute at the end when we discuss spoilers for future episodes and what has happened, because there's been a lot happening this past weekend. If you attended their show in Chapel Hill this past weekend, you know what I'm talking about. Robbie Walsh, again, damn good ref here in this match, keeping it all together. The only thing I heard was, did you hear Grant's voice coming over at all? Because there was a lot of Grant Sawyer on this show, surprisingly.
I didn't take notice to it, no.
We need to get the heat here, was a comment heard by Sawyer. Get a ref. I don't know if get a ref was heard. I don't know. But overall, the heels win in this match. I feel like the heels needed a win here.
Let me ask you something about Andrews.
Go ahead.
I'm getting the impression that I want to like him, but I don't like him. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. And the only comparison, Joe, because we talk a lot WWE over the past, 3 years together. The only thing I can compare it to is Dean Ambrose. There's something about him that I can't put my finger on.
Better than Dean, I think.
Why don't I like the guy? Like I can't get to that level where I could say I like him.
I look at it this way. He used to be in a stable with Nick Richards and Lee Valiant. They called themselves the Riot. And he was kind of like the big man of the group. He was kind of the heavy of the group. He stood in the background, really didn't have a lot of exposure while he was in that group.
Okay. Now
he's television champion. And I like him as TV champion. I like the gimmick of the fans have to pick the matches, except, the TV championship matches and everything. Mm-hmm. I wish, again, like Sis, I'd wish they'd let him cut a fucking promo every once in a while,
Oh, maybe that's what it is, too. Yeah.
I'm with you here on the Dirty Blondes. I'd like to see them back in CWF Mid-Atlantic. I don't know when or if we'll ever see them in, because again, they had tag teams coming from all over the world or all over the country to do this tournament over these 2 days.
Have they wrestled the Sandwich Squad anywhere in the past?
I don't know. I think Sandwich Squad stays to CWF Mid-Atlantic anyway. So
okay. I wouldn't mind seeing that matchup, to be honest.
I don't know if they were a match in the tournament or not. It mistakes me, Mm-hmm. Grant says, yeah, too much of me directing traffic there. Necessary live, but sloppy. It won't sloppy. You got a camera with a microphone there. Your voice is going to get picked up. Blondes versus Squad kicked off the tournament. So there you go. Go back on YouTube and watch that match, I guess.
Oh, okay, cool.
So the heels get a win. Nice to see one half of the Dawsons get a win there. That's foreshadowing things a little bit, I think, in my opinion. Stutz gives a thank you to the fans. I like this. The fact of mentioning, overnight one, they had people from different states coming in, to see this tournament, which they did. I mean, hell, I'm a guy who travels from another state just to see this at least once a month when I can. Mm-hmm. William L. Cross came out, which I think that guy's the owner of it all.
That was my question. Is he the owner?
Grant,
can you answer that?
I wonder if Grant could answer that there. This reminded me of an old school PWI segment. And what I mean by that is you used to have them come and present Jim Cornette, like the pro wrestling magazines used to come to the Mid-Atlantic and present somebody with a trophy or a plaque for winning their awards, Grant says essentially, yes, he's the owner.
Okay.
So I like this segment overall. Grant wondering where they're going to come out at. Again, Grant's voice over here. Cornotto brothers, give their thank you. Tears. They unveil the Cornotto Cup, the Cornotto Cup Suite, whatever they call it. And brothers gave her a legit reaction here when seeing that. I don't think they knew that was coming that night. I know that they had donated the memorabilia, but I didn't think that they were expecting all that.
Well, judging by the reaction, that was real. I mean, geez.
I liked the segment. It was a nice, good break in the show. Any thoughts on this one?
Well, first of all, why I've said before that VIP suite there, it's pretty sweet, especially with the all you can eat.
We need to turn that, man, honestly, for Battlecade.
I'm seriously considering rounding up, getting AC to travel south.
We need to turn that into the 1650 suite.
Yeah,
baby.
exactly. Hopping in a chair or hopping in a car with Stames and myself, driving down. Maybe even get Hendrickson to come out.
I don't think that'll ever happen. But if you and Stames want to come down, hell yeah, dude. We'll
I looked
money.
at that room. I looked at that room and I said, it needs us. That's what I thought.
We'll throw in some money, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll pick out on pizza and, well, what we down here in the South call pizza. You're gonna eat it and be like, "What the fuck is this?" But anyway.
Hey, and they send up a worker too, right?
Oh yeah, they send up a worker to take a wrestler to take pictures with you.
All right, Grant, if you can make it happen, Priscilla Kelly gets my vote.
Party, man.
Please, nah, Priscilla though. Oh.
Priscilla or Sis, you get both of them in there.
I'll get both. Yeah, we'll take Sis.
Hell, I'd like to have Sis sit with us the entire card and give her thoughts.
That'd be fun. Yeah, podcast with Sis.
Podcast. Yeah. On. Hey, if this happens in December, we could do a live podcast. I could bring my equipment with me.
There you go.
Not sure how much it'll run good off the laptop, but I have mics and everything that we could bring with us. But anyway.
Well, you guys were talking about how there is absolutely no cell coverage in there.
There's no cell coverage. But I mean, the podcast, we can at least record it. It may not be live. Yeah. But anyway.
Anyway. Yeah. The other part of the segment was I thought it was really cool. Not only did they spend time on that, giving those guys, their due, but it was included in the YouTube show.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't seem, edited or cut down or whatever. It was what it was, and they felt it was, worthy enough to, put it out there. Yep. And I thought that was really cool. It's special, something special to see.
So we then got a promo for something really special that's coming up soon, guys. And I'm telling you, you need to watch these two shows. It's CWF, or Saturday Night's CWF is coming.
I marked out when I saw the graphic.
It's awesome. They had the graphic on one of the Trons in the arena while the damn show was going on that night. It was great. Again, we had the Battle Bowl matchup next, and again with the Scenic City Invitational. I asked Dylan Hales to come on tonight, and I never got a reply.
Okay.
Gonna try again. Maybe we'll get him on here in the future to explain to us what this thing is all about. You had your entrance in there. You had the Russian Blad. I can't even remember to pronounce his name. Blagslov. I don't know. Did you even catch it, Jeff?
I caught it 2 weeks in a row, and then I forget it right away because it's like, wait, what was it? Blagoslav? Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
My notes here from this match is Cecil said that he will be in Chattanooga calling the Scenic City Invitational. So maybe I have a feeling we're going to get Stutz and Cecil as your commentators for that tournament, because this is a big tournament that's happening. It happened last year, caught a lot of attention, and now it's happening again. And because Dylan Hales has something to do with it, and he has an audience with Stutzy and everybody there at CWF Mid-Atlantic, why not bring Stutzy on for commentary? Stutzy also does commentary for PWX out of North Carolina as well. So, why not have Cecil and them on there? To me, it makes the tournament mean something when you actually have commentary covering it. And I believe this is actually going to be live streamed somewhere from what somebody's told me, too. I heard a rumor, but I can't confirm it. Okay. Sis was the first one eliminated. I was sad by that.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
And then we got a Homestar Runner reference by Cecil again. I don't know if he's talking about the internet character Homestar Runner. But we got he spent his winnings on an ice sculpture of the Homestar Runner. I don't know if that's, what Homestar Runner is, the old internet cartoon?
Yeah.
The red guy in the lucha mask?
Yep. Classic.
I could go on here. I have a lot of stuff written down, but I'll let you go further here, Jeff. Go ahead.
Well, White, here's the thing with me. In Battle Royals, I don't care for Battle Royals. I never have.
They're good live. That's about it.
Yeah. I've seen a few live, and they're better live, but I can go to the end unless you want to fill in until the end. I'll hold off my thoughts.
I had some stuff here.
Go ahead.
Mecca's palm strikes in the corner were funny. I like that. And, Eric Royal doing the old Ric Flair fall down thing was pretty good.
There was one spot, I think it was Andrews and Mecca. Andrews attempted to give him a move, and it actually looked like a botch, but Mecca just hung up onto the ropes, and I thought that was pretty damn good.
Oh, yeah. After Sis is eliminated, we got clear direction from Grant Sawyer that a babyface needed to go out next. And that babyface, I don't think it happened like this. Snooty Fox eliminated Eric Andrews, I found it funny how they have Stutzy go, I wonder why the managers are out here for the match. Generally, they have no managers out here for Battle Royals, and I'm sitting there going, you're the booker. Time after time, we've seen you come out and make matches, and it's not just a behind-the-scenes thing. You've made matches on the YouTube show. You've shown that you have the power, and you're wondering why the managers are at ringside.
Interesting.
Can we not have canon and continuity here, people? Come on. Snooty Fox eliminated Eric Andrews, which, and then Andrews and Wilkins eliminate Snooty Fox. This tells me right here, Snooty Fox, they got plans for Snooty Fox. Me personally, I don't necessarily agree with it because I'm just not into the character.
Right.
But something tells me Snooty Fox is going to be the one to take that TV title off Andrews in the near future. Wilkins getting eliminated after this. Apparently the Scenic City Invitational is taking place in Chattanooga in August. Mecca eliminates Biggs. Eliminates his own partner.
Yes.
Foreshadowing things to come.
Possibly. I think. Yes, possibly.
And then Mecca eliminating Roy Wilkins. Roy Wilkins then drags a Mecca mercenary out. One of those things where an eliminated guy eliminates a guy in the match. I hate that spot. I don't like it at all.
Well, that's the referee has to take control there, White. Come on.
And then, it comes down to Royal and Nick Richards. Nick Richards, they battle on the outside. You get the classic. They're both over the top rope, but they're going to battle on the apron. And Nick goes for a German. He holds, Royal holds his ground, and Royal wins Battle Bowl after Nick goes for that German and falls down to the floor. So Eric Royal is going to be your CWF representative in the Great Scenic City Invitational. He talks about, Royal cuts a promo afterwards saying how the Coronado Cup area is going to be named the Royal area. And, he's coming from the planet of Ace to, win the tournament. And he's not even winning the tournament for the fans because week after week he comes out to CWF Mid-Atlantic and the fans do nothing but boo him. So he's not even representing CWF Mid-Atlantic. He's representing the planet of Ace.
I loved it. I loved the promo.
I did like the promo. If it's one thing Eric Royal can do, I was a little bit apprehensive on his heel turn in the beginning. Because Eric Royal was such a damn good babyface. Mm-hmm. And he was over with that crowd. This guy has won the tournament, the big tournament that they have in the South here. They have the Johnny Weaver Memorial Cup. He's won it twice back to back. Former CWF Mid-Atlantic champion. He's over like Rover with those fans, and then he turned heel on them, and has aligned himself. He's not an official member of the All-Stars. He's just aligned himself with the All-Stars. One more thing I want to mention here, and I know I'm hammering this into the ground, folks, but they called the Scenic City Invitational the biggest tournament in the Southeast. So here's a promotion that all episode long you've been referencing your very own Coronado Cup Tag Team Tournament. And you also have your great, to me, which is a bigger tournament, the Johnny Weaver Memorial Cup, happening in the month of August. Their finals night is in August. Yet you're calling a tournament that doesn't even have a promotion attached to it. It's just somebody throwing together a tournament for no meaning whatsoever. You're putting that over as bigger than your own shit. I didn't like that at all. I didn't
It's a
like it
valid
at all.
argument from you.
You
it's
know,
valid.
To me, there's a one-off tournament happening. But then you have the Johnny Weaver Memorial Cup tournament that takes place over the course of 4 shows. July 15th, July 29th, August 12th, August 26th are all tournament shows for that Weaver Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Winner of the Weaver Cup gets a future title shot. As Nick Richards found out, Nick Richards is the winner of it. So putting that over...
Well, I get your point, but, I mean, if it's a multiple promotion show, it is quote-unquote bigger. You know what I mean? Like, I totally see your point, but I see what they're trying to do, too.
It just makes your own product seem weaker than a one-off tournament that happens once a year. It has no other, meaning to it. What does Eric Royal get if he wins this biggest tournament in the Southeast? What does the winner of this tournament get? Do they even get a trophy?
We don't know. I guess follow the Twitter account for more details. They get a bunch of
Twitter hype. Yeah, they mentioned the Twitter hype. SCI tournament. Again, I'm happy to have people on here from the tournament to explain what this thing is and to explain to me what makes this thing mean so much when this is only, I believe, the second year that they're running it. So, I don't know.
Well, Joe, honestly, it might not be CWF's fault, too. I mean, maybe they don't know.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
But, I mean, it is CWF's fault when they're promoting it. They're agreeing to promote this on their show. It would be like if Vince all of a sudden said, "Go down to the CWF Scenic City Invitational. We're sending the Miz to the Scenic City Invitational, and that's the biggest tournament ever in the Southeast." Okay, why am I still watching WWE if that's bigger?
Well, they have to get eyes from CWF to follow Royal down there to help promote it.
The thing is, I don't think, they promoted it live a little bit, but that live crowd, like I said, most of the regulars who are there for Battle Bowl could give 2 shits about that Scenic City Invitational, man.
Right.
They're not going to watch it. They're not going to go on the internet and hunt it down.
Will you, though?
If they put it out there on YouTube, maybe.
Okay.
Or if they put it out on something like DVD or whatever, maybe. Mm-hmm. Something tells me this year that they are going to promote it and actually put it out there for people to see. I think the first one, the one that they did last year, is out there for people to see. I saw a Twitter comment of people watching it and going gaga over it, but I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's just me in my head making CWF bigger than what it really is. To me, it is big. It's the only indie promotion that I really follow religiously,
Mm-hmm.
So... Anyway, your thoughts on the Battle Royal?
I like the ending. I'm not sure I saw that spot ever before, where he was trying to give Royal a German on the apron,
mm-hmm.
and he just fell.
Yeah.
I kind of thought it was
grip.
It was a very easy ending, but I've never seen it before. I don't think.
I like the ending. I like the ending a lot. If you're going to send somebody to that tournament to represent CWF, Eric Royal is it's either going to be Eric Royal or Nick Richards. You can't send Trevor Lee down there.
Right. Well, dude, Royal's a top guy. You look at him, you hear him, you watch him. He looks like a top guy.
Everybody, even that Lords of Pain show that I listen to, everybody I've ever heard of talk about CWF says Eric Royal's the top guy of the promotion. Underneath Trevor Lee, he's number 2. And I wholeheartedly agree with that. He's awesome. His work rate's good. His promos are great. His facial expressions are good. He sells good.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Royal's got the total package. I honestly, though, we got to look ahead. Though.
Okay.
Any other thoughts about the Battle Royal before we move on?
Nope, we can move on. Go ahead.
So we had a lot of notifications on Twitter this past weekend. If you follow CWF Mid-Atlantic on Twitter, which is at CWF Mid-Atlantic. And they let out some spoilers from the Chapel Hill show. So spoiler alert for anybody that just follows the YouTube show. I'm going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to click off. We have new tag team champions, Jeff. And it's the Dawson brothers. Somebody who is not regularly at every single show. They're at enough of them.
Mm-hmm.
One half of the Dawsons there. It's not Dave. I forget the other brother's name off the top of my head. I do apologize. But he former PWI champion. Pro Wrestling International champion, I should say. Which is, again, the belt that's above CWF Mid-Atlantic. They're the sanctioning body, I guess you would call it.
Okay.
I don't know if I agree with putting the belt on the Dawsons. It's definitely time for a heel team to have it. Zane Dawson, thank you, Grant. So Zane and Dave are the two, which I love me some Dawson brothers. Zane Dawson, if anybody knows how to get that CWF Mid-Atlantic crowd riled up and pissed off, it's the Dawson brothers. So I'm maybe this means we'll see more of the Dawsons, which I'm a fan of. But to me, there are, I don't know. I won't know it until I see the match live or on YouTube. But we have new tag team champions, the Sandwich Squad, and I feel like their reign just got really started. They were on a real high note, just won the Coronado Brothers Tag Team Tournament. So they, I don't know how I feel about them taking the title off of the Sandwich Squad so early. Sandwich Squad selling merchandise. People love the hell out of them. Maybe something going on behind the scenes with Mecca or Aaron. We don't know about.
Well, going back to the Battle Royal, you said it could be, forwarding there.
Would I like to see Mecca Mercenary versus Aaron Biggs? Yes.
Yeah.
I just don't get I would like to see out of those two, Biggs play the heel,
Mm-hmm.
Mecca Mercenary's over with the little kids. He treats my little boy like gold every time he comes up to him during intermission. That's cool.
Speaking of merch, where do you get the CWF merch, or do all these guys sell independently?
Most of them, like Trevor Lee and Andrew Everett, people like that, are on ProWrestlingTees.com. Grant here says, Squad was 57 days short of breaking the longest tag title reign in CWF history. They finished at 329 days. So they have held the belts for a while.
White, come on, that's not just getting started.
Well, it feels like they're just getting started when you only run once or twice a month, You figure they go a month in between shows, that's 30 days. Come on. That figure adds up quickly. That reign, Basic CWF stuff at CWF247.com. Click on merchandise. That'll take you to the official CWF Mid-Atlantic store. You can get one of their shirts right now for as low as $14.99. It's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Not bad, seeing as how Pro Wrestling Tees charges a minimum of, $20, $25?
Yeah, it's hard to find one under $25 nowadays.
Sandwich Squad and everybody else does have shows here. Here's what I'm going to say. If you want to buy merch, come out to a show. Every intermission, everybody's got their gimmick table set up.
Mm-hmm.
From Dominic Guarini and his awesome T-shirt that he had, all the way down to the Sandwich Squad T-shirts, which my stepson has a Sandwich Squad T-shirt. Trevor Lee sells this merch there. I want to see Nick Richards. Nick Richards needs to have merch. But anyway,
he's just an extra, White.
Who, Nick?
The guy he's an extra. The guy that we need merch from is the filmmaker.
The film. No
Damn
filmmaker
right.
on the show this week.
Hey, filmmaker retweeted me this week, so
he did. And
great week for me. Great
he followed
week.
me.
Mm-hmm. The filmmaker, baby.
Jeez.
Love that guy.
Oh man, that's just why.
Why? Come on, you're gonna come around to him.
I'm gonna come around to him eventually if they get a new manager on him. I just don't like the manager. It doesn't fit.
That's why I like it.
Maybe. So, a couple of announcements here to make. Here they announced as well another spoiler from their Chapel Hill show, which was called Double or Nothing. Nick Richards is cashing in his title shot. He's cashing it in against Trevor Lee if Trevor Lee makes it to Absolute Justice in June, on June 24th. It's Absolute Justice 2017. It's their summer supercard, as they say.
Okay.
But we are on the road to Absolute Justice this weekend. I will be in attendance. So if you want to come up and say hi to me or whatever, I wish we had 1650 shirts made, man. Got to get on that. Got to promote.
Wait, here's what you do. Get a sloppy white t-shirt.
And just take iron on. Get the iron on, give me?
Yeah, spill Dr. Pepper all over it and just take a magic marker and write 1650 on it. And then they'll be able to find you.
Spill Dr. Pepper all over it. No, I think I'm going to wear my Darth Vader heel t-shirt this Saturday.
Okay.
But anyway. The road to Absolute Justice continues.
Absolute Justice.
That's right. Hey, at least they have continuity and canon and actually give their events cool names.
Absolutely.
Like this Saturday.
Unlike Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah. It could be worse. They could have called, they could have called it Who Put the Bop in the Bop Shawop Shawop, She could. Actually, that might be a good name. The next event, Who Put the Ram in the Ram-a-Lim Ding Dong,
Yeah, you could do the whole thing over a year.
Yeah.
The dip in the dip or whatever.
I'm surprised a metalhead like you knows that.
Oh, White, I'm much more than a metalhead. I'm Mr. Music, White.
Mr. Music, Hollywood Jeff Edwards. Anyway,
I'm Mr. Everything, White.
Mr. Everything. Mr. Everything. I like that. Mr. Everything. He's got girth and length, Cecil Scott.
Girth, length, all of it. Priscilla Kelly Pictures, look out. It's going to be a good night, son.
Oh, man. This took a turn. Are you drunk? Is AC on with me? Anyway, this Saturday, May the 20th, tickets available at CWF247.com. Is Nick Richards ready for the fight of his life on June 24th? He'll address the skeptics. He'll address you, Jeff Edwards.
I am skeptical, very.
This Saturday as CWF presents Madness in Any Direction. This Saturday, 7:30 bell time at the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium, 1001 Springwood Drive in Gibsonville, North Carolina. Luxury box experience, VIP seating may still be available. So Nick Richards isn't the only thing. I like to promote the poster. It's got Trevor Lee holding the Mid-Atlantic title and the X Division title. And then Photoshop behind him on the left, over his right-hand shoulder is Nick Richards, and over the left is Brad Attitude, because Brad Attitude is still lurking. And I hope to God, if you're listening, please don't have this match and have Brad Attitude interfere and cost Nick his title shot. That's such a WWE thing to do. Please let it go clean. I don't know, though. We've had two good, clean title shots, and, you're going to see another one coming up. Trevor Lee versus Alex Daniels. There's a match to look out for, guys. But not only will we see Nick Richards, it's been announced here today. Will the near record-setting title reign of Eric Andrews continue this Saturday? We'll find out as he has another match. And they're the best unsigned tag team. Are they the best unsigned tag team in the U.S.? Kerry Awful and Iggy of the Carnies will be there this Saturday. The Rockabilly Redneck from Shikara Pro, that old juke joint on Twitter, Lucas Calhoun, debuts this Saturday. Nice to see somebody from Shikara debuting. Shikara's actually got a couple of matches coming up this summer at the Sportatorium. And here's one for AC. AC will like this.
Okay.
They call him Pig Daddy Cool. That's Pig, P-I-G. The Boar of Moldova, who's from Shikara. Literally, it's a guy in a damn boar mask. He's awesome. He's going to be there. He looks to bring some bacon this Saturday in Gibsonville at Madness in Any Direction. Fresh from OVW, Timmy Danger will return. We commented on Timmy last week. I'm excited to see him live because it's been a while. They will be there on the loaded card at the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium. I gotta say, Trevor Lee, it's gonna be exciting to see him again. Always exciting when you see Trevor Lee. I'm looking for since this is on their website, it's this, and then it's the tournament kicking off, the Johnny Weaver Cup tournament kicking off. It's this match this Saturday, and then they have Absolute Justice on June 24th, and then it's the tournament. Since this is the last taping before Absolute Justice, they got to have an old-fashioned contract signing, I think. I think you do an old-fashioned contract signing between Nick Richards and Trevor Lee. And I don't know. If you're not doing a contract signing, they got to face off somehow. Put them in a tag match against each other on opposing teams, something. Something's going to happen between those two. Because you got to get some heat going somewhere with them, you know?
Confrontation.
Something. Let me see here. The Dawsons are also going to be there this Saturday. New tag team champions are going to be there. Curious to see how the Sandwich Squad feels about losing the belts. Let me see here. I'm scrolling through. They also have a Nova Pro rivalry, which is their sister promotion. I believe Brad helps book and does the commentary for up north. Your PWI Ultra J champion Chet Sterling is facing Logan Easton LaRue, who has been in CWF Mid-Atlantic before. Looks like a good card this week, man. Damn good card this weekend. I'm hoping to see some Sis this weekend, maybe a little bit of him, I don't know. But everybody that you hear us discuss on this show is usually there. So, and of course, go to CWF 247. I know it sounds like we're shilling for the promotion, but hey, they're the reason why we have this after show.
That's right.
So, yeah. Any final thoughts this week, Jeff, before we get out of here?
Just overall another good show. 3 for 3 so far with my viewing of the show. And I just want to give a quick shout out to CWF fan John Miller on Twitter at Gimp Biscuit 0408 Gimp Biscuit 0408. He hooked me up with some matches that I should watch from CWF's past. So I'm going to watch those matches this weekend and enjoy some stuff that I missed.
I want to give a shout out here to Grant Sawyer, as always, this week, man, for promoting us. Again, I believe
thank you.
We are the only live show that does this immediately after it airs on YouTube. They put it up at 9, we watch it, and then at 10 o'clock we try to go live and give you our thoughts. Let me see here. There was a couple other people here. CL Party, of course. Thank you, CL, very much for listening to us. She listens to us usually the day after, and word is on the street. You know, Easy Street.
Of course.
That CL Party may join us next week.
Really?
That's the word on the street, man. The word on the street of tweets is that CL Party.
Let's hope your sources.
Let's hope my sources, the same sources that Dave Meltzer uses and all everybody else. Word on the street is CL Party is going to try to make an appearance.
Come on.
What are we going to talk about to CL Party? I mean, she's a host. But it's always good to have a conversation on there. She makes me want to go to the zoo and hug giraffes. So
yeah, you can talk about giraffes if you want.
Next week, Grant Sawyer wants to remind you, as far as the YouTube goes, next week is, I believe it's called the Superstars of CWF or CWF Superstars. It's 80s week kicks off.
Cool.
2-part 80s week kicks off.
I'm excited to see that.
I was there for it. It was awesome. For the time I entered into the arena, and AC might listen to this. We get a hard cam next week, AC.
Hard cam, yeah.
We get a hashtag hard cam. We get a hard cam next week.
Bro, get the hard cam, bro. You kidding me, bro? Get the hard cam.
Bro. Get the hard cam. I'm drunk. I don't know what a hard cam is. Anyway. Wednesday. Okay, yeah, this is what we need to do. The next week we got a loaded. I meant to discuss this. Next week, Jeff Edwards may be unavailable Saturday, but next Wednesday is Superstars of Worldwide, and then Saturday at 11:30 p.m. is when they're launching it. How cool is this? Saturday at 11:30 p.m. is Saturday night's CWF, a special Saturday edition.
Seriously?
Yes, dude. We got to do a
They're
Saturday.
Dropping that at 11:30 on Saturday.
At 11:30 p.m., just like the old school Saturday night's main event.
That is beautiful.
We got to do a show, man. We're going to do 2 shows
I'm
next
in.
week.
I'm just, yes, write it down. I'm in.
We're Saturday, so Wednesday at 10 o'clock, unless it goes over a little bit, you're going to get us. And then also Saturday at 12:30 a.m., you're going to be 12:30 a.m. Sunday morning. You know what I mean, folks. You're going to get us again. So not only do you get 2 episodes of CWF TV next week, but you get also 2 episodes of the live, official, unofficial CWF Mid-Atlantic After Show.
Love it.
I love it too. When with that, folks, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys so much for closer to 1 a.m., he says. Oh, my God. They're going over.
Let's do this. Get the coffee on.
I don't care. Get the coffee on. I'm off Sundays. I don't care. Oh, man. So there you have it, folks. Saturday night main event was 90 minutes. Oh, okay. Anyway. Jeff, tell people what you have coming up. Give them a little preview of your episode that just dropped.
Quickly reviewed Raw and SmackDown. Gave my thoughts on the pay-per-view coming up for WWE. And you can catch that on iTunes. Search 1650 PWAM. And you can catch it right here on the YouTube 1650 PWAM.
And, of course, you can follow Jeff on Twitter at Blading for Truth. You can follow myself on Twitter at Joe Pillar to Post. And you can follow the network on Twitter at 1650 PWAM. That's 1650 PWAM. We're 1650 PWAM Pro Wrestling and more. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And, again, follow us on Twitter. You'll be notified first there when our shows drop. For Jeff Edwards, I'm Joe White. We'll see you at the Sportatorium.